Hey everyone, welcome back to Vibes and Vines. I'm Kira Montalasi, a plant mother and a music lover, and today I'm going to be letting y'all know how to make my own DIY leaf cleaner. So the whole reason I even got to make my own leaf cleaner in the first place was because when I first started out, I was trying to, of course, be the perfect plant parent. I was trying to see what would be the best, what would be the most organic, what would be the most effective. And I noticed a lot of people were super proponents of leaf shine. So I was like, what the fuck is that? So then I went to the store and then I read the back and I was like, oh, this is just all chemicals. And if you don't know what leaf shine is, it's basically, the best way I can describe it is like taking embalming fluid or taking like resin and coating the leaves with it so it looks real shiny. And in my opinion, if you're going to go ahead and do that, why don't you just not hurt the plant and go ahead and get a fake plant? Because this is not an ad, but Target and Ross be having really good fake plants, so hop on them. Don't be torturing these poor little babies. Now that you kind of know the background of why I made the leaf cleaner, let's get down to the important part and let me show y'all how to make it. So first and foremost, you're going to want to get your water. And right here, I do have 2 cups of room temperature water just sitting in here. And just so you know, I did let this sit overnight for about 2 nights. Typically, I do it for 1, but I just kind of got lazy and just postponed doing this video because, yeah, sometimes the world just be like that. So let it sit for over 1 to 2 nights, and this is going to be really good because if you have shitty water like me, because I live in SoCal, it's super hard. If you live in New York, I know after the rain it can get kind of sus over there. So it's just going to allow not every mineral and chemical to evaporate, but the majority of like chlorides, especially chlorines in our water, not cute, and just a lot of the stuff that builds up. And this is very important because I will let you know that if you use it straight out the tap, because oftentimes when I started doing this, I'd just stick water in a bowl when I was ready to clean my leaves and just put my mix together. But that, I noticed it would cause buildup on my leaves quicker. They wouldn't stay clean as long. So definitely make sure to leave your water out at least 1 to 2 nights. It really does make a difference. The next ingredient is going to be distilled vinegar. And the reason why distilled vinegar is dope is because it's made up of acetic acid, which basically just means it's very, very naturally acidic. And it's going to be great at stripping off everything visible on the leaves. All the dirt, all the grease, all the grime, all the nasty stuff. It's going to do a great job of naturally stripping it. Plus, the dope thing about this is that similar to hydrogen peroxide, if you did drop a little bit in your soil or you spilled some on your plants, no worries because it's also a natural antibacterial agent. So super, super dope. And that's kind of what I do like to surround my plants with, are everything naturally antibacterial, which is why I'm really good with pests. The only pests I've really had are some fungus gnats that came straight from the plant nursery and some mealybugs, but that's it. Otherwise, this leaf cleaner is really, it does the damn thing. I did a great job. So my next ingredient is going to be neem oil. If you're familiar, you already know. If you're not, get familiar, because if you love organic houseplant care and organic garden care like I do, this is going to be your best friend. It's a natural insecticide, a natural fungicide. It's going to get rid of rust that sometimes happens, a lot of the time actually happens on fiddle leaf figs, because you kind of look under there after you get it from a store and you're like, what is that? That is not cute. It's going to help deter that. White flies, aphids, spider mites, helps prevent larvae. So basically when some gross bugs lay a bunch of eggs and then you go the next day and you're like, oh my god, they now have a whole civilization of baby bugs. So that's going to prevent that. So this definitely really, really nice to include in my cleaner. However, I will note that it is perfectly fine to leave it out and then just spray it on afterwards. The most important part of neem oil is just that it's included in your routine somewhere, at least. The next ingredient in my leaf cleaner is going to be liquid dish soap, and this is just like a power wash, so it's like when you squirt, it's done. This is the only part of my leaf cleaner that is not organic, but I mean, you've seen these commercials. They wash Dawn with baby ducks, so it does what I mean, they wash baby ducks with Dawn, so it does what it needs to do. And it's just, I've tried it with hand soap. I will let you know if you're curious in the back of your mind, like, oh, I have natural hand soap, but it doesn't strip it as well, because this combined with the vinegar, it's amazing. It really does what it needs to do, and it really allows the time period between cleaning to really lengthen. The next ingredients are going to be essential oils, and just like the name, they are essential to my little mixture. And the reason they really serve as great antimicrobial, antibacterial elements, which I love. So right here I have cedarwood, I have peppermint, I have rosemary, and I have tea tree. And I do use the brand, the Canadian brand, Sage. And that's only because I worked there for 2 years. I'm gonna keep it a buck. There's really no other reason I use them. They're also really high quality. The last ingredient that is a part of my leaf cleaner is going to be Florida water. And a lot of you are probably already familiar with this. You can use this as a cologne. A lot of people use this to clean their homes, put it in, like use it to mop the floors, use it to clean the tables. Depending on your spiritual beliefs, it can be used to cleanse. It's really good if you're smudging at the same time, if you want to clean your place of worship, place of prayer, any place you'd like. And it smells hella nice. It smells like cinnamon. It has a super high alcohol content, so it's going to be good to strip all the bacteria off again. So it's really good to couple with the essential oils, soap, and vinegar. And so far, I've never had anything explode on me. I think once heat is involved, that's when it gets tricky. But so far, if you're kind of curious and you're like, Kira, this is a lot of shit to combine, you are right, but it works. So once again, this is just super optional, but it smells nice, and if it's already around your house, why not use it? Now that I've shown you all the elements, let's get to making the dang thing. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.